It all started on a calm morning, just like any other. I was having my coffee, looking out at the fields, and making sure everything was in order. That's when I noticed something odd. My fence, the one that kept my livestock safe, was cut. Not just a little tear, but a full-blown hole large enough to let an animal through. Confused and a bit frustrated, I headed out to inspect the damage. And as I walked up to the fence, I saw something that made my blood run cold. My 2,500-pound prize bull, Big Mac, was on the other side of the fence, in the open. Now, if you've never seen a bull that big up close, let me paint the picture for you. Big Mac isn't just any bull. He's a massive, muscular animal with the strength to match his size. And trust me, he's not exactly friendly to strangers. The last thing you want is to find yourself face to face with him when he's out of his pen. I immediately grabbed my phone and dialed my neighbor, but before I could even finish my sentence, I heard a voice behind me. It was Karen from the HOA, standing there with a smug look on her face. I thought it'd be easier to just cut through the fence. You know, the path was getting too narrow, and I was tired of walking all the way around, she said, like she'd done me a favor. I couldn't believe it. She cut through my fence, thinking she was helping. The same fence that had kept my animals safe for years? I tried to stay calm, but the thought of Big Mac roaming free was enough to send me into a panic. I turned around and there he was, snorting and pawing at the ground, clearly agitated. If he saw us, there was no telling what he might do. And with Karen standing right next to me, I had no choice but to take action. Get back to your house, now, I shouted. But Karen, not fully grasping the severity of the situation, just stood there, arms crossed. With no time to waste, I dashed toward the barn to grab a halter, and luckily, my neighbor had heard the commotion and was already on his way. Together, we managed to coax Big Mac back into his pen before he could cause any damage, to us or to the property. As for Karen? Well, she left with a promise never to touch my fence again, but the damage was already done. My bull's freedom came at the cost of some serious stress, and I had to repair the fence quickly to avoid any more problems. Moral of the story? Never underestimate the power of a prize bull, and never think you can mess with someone else's property without consequences. And to Karen, let's just say, she learned the hard way that some fences should not be crossed. That was the story. Stay tuned for more wild tales from the ranch, and remember to like, share, and subscribe.